believe that love is an uncontrollable force. It's a silent killer that shows you.
Season 2 of the Say Your Piece podcast. I am here with Ta'ja. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
So I have to always give context to how this meeting came about, right? I was at Get Hyped open mic, a poet, a bro of mine, Jay Rice open mic, and I just felt the most loveliest vibe from this woman who just exudes just the epitome of femininity.
Oh, thank you.
And love, and just not to mention her piece.
Thank you.
I was fanning out like your words, right?
That means a lot.
You took me there. You was like I don't want to say a more loving Toni Morrison. I believe Toni Morrison is loving.
She was. She had a lot of anger in there.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Some stuff. Yeah. Necessary, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So you want to talk about like what do you do and like your journey, if there is any titles that you like to go by?
As far as my writing goes, or just in general?
Just in general as a person.
Well, I mean, my titles for the most part, at the end of the day, I'm mom. It's really hard to break out of it.
Yeah.
I am currently on the journey of refinding Ta'ja. I've gotten really tired of only being just the mom. I've been the daughter, the sister, the caseworker, the survivor, the savior. I'm trying to find me again. Right now I'm actually like on a villain journey because the selfishness of finding who we are again. A lot of people hate it. Yeah. And so I'm there. Yeah. I'm back to my villain era where whatever that means at the end of the day, I think I'm really tired of just being the hero. Yeah. So that's me right now.
I love it.
Thank you.
Love it. The villain is misunderstood a lot of times.
Absolutely. They have a reason.
Yeah, they definitely have a reason. Things has happened to them and put you down, but I'm glad that you're taking your power back.
Thank you.
I think that's amazing and wonderful.
I appreciate that.
I can concur on a lot of that. So.
Thank you.
But you're also a teacher.
I am a teacher.
You're an educator.
Mostly an educator, yes.
Okay.
That's my biggest part. I am an English teacher right now, and I'm also a birth doula. And so I educate from conception to people tell me to leave their life. Usually it's forever. Yeah. So I get to watch the whole child. But at the end of the day, I educate as academics. I think academics is a simple life, and anyone can do that. Anyone can learn that. That's the basic structure. I educate to teach students and adults how to survive this life, how to actually make the most of it with the tools that we're not given. Wow. And so I'm an educator beyond the actual definition of it, and I think a teacher is a cute title. There's this, because there's that saying like those who can't do teach, and I think that's complete bullshit. No. Because if you can actually teach people and get people, you teach one, they teach two, and then so on and so on. If you can actually deliver that, that's an understatement. I think people just throw a teacher on it to be cute. So but that's what I do.
I'm glad you said that because teachers are the first revolutionaries.
Definitely.
Not all teachers, but you can look at it. It can be make or break, right?
We do have understatement.
But we do have something called penitentiary pipeline.
We get them there.
Real
fast. That's a different story. We're not allowed to talk. We're not allowed to talk about that.
Oh,
that's bad.
We are not co-opted.
We're getting in them a lot faster. A lot of people are on that agenda, and they're signing up by the throngs to get students, and they're not even students, and then whatever they want to call the individuals they want to push directly into prison. They're doing it, and they're doing it expeditiously. So that's a sadder story.
And I just look at like a lot of how even for me in my upbringing, how education was like they couldn't really understand how to teach me.
Mm-hmm.
So they deemed me as something was wrong with me. So
You're
I was,
Mm-hmm.
I was rebellious to
Mm-hmm.
the information or the stolen information that they
Mm-hmm.
wanted to regurgitate in their own way to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't taking it, and they
Mm-hmm.
thought, oh, something's wrong. He has behavior issues. He's talking back. He's leaving class. All of that stuff. So they put me in therapy, and that's why I was just like those young people from the ages of like 5 to 8 is so important.
Absolutely. Did you grow up out here?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
They gave you, what did they give you therapy set? You know what?
They said I had behavior issues. I used to
Oh.
fight a lot in class, and I didn't listen to the teacher, but I would do all my work.
Right.
They couldn't say it was a work issue. They couldn't say I couldn't read. They couldn't say I didn't know how to do math.
Same.
It's just I didn't get my first black teacher, black male teacher. At that first black teacher was a woman named Miss Franklin. Got her in the 4th grade, and then my first black male teacher was in the 5th grade.
That's
and that's
awesome.
when things start to change.
I didn't have a black teacher until college.
Wow.
Yeah, I had none.
Where'd you grow up again?
Fremont.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm from St. Louis, but
Okay.
I grew up in Fremont, and I didn't get an actual black teacher. It was a male teacher
Yeah.
until college.
Wow.
So I never actually had educational representation. So I was all those things,
Yeah.
and my brothers too.
Yeah.
But there was no relief.
Wow.
Yeah, I hated school.
Wow.
Man, that's an understatement. Because I was the class clown, I was
Yeah.
everything. But at the same time, they couldn't tell me anything because academically I was great.
Yeah.
But my attitude was an issue. It was no one was listening.
Why do you think that that you didn't like school?
I know why.
Yeah.
Well, because when you're constantly counted out and treated like shit, it gets really hard. I was always set in the back.
Yeah.
It was always Ta'ja. Yeah, Billy, Becky, and Rebecca were doing everything, and yet my name was the one always called.
Yeah.
I was never taken seriously. I was always getting graded unsatisfactory, even though I was scoring higher than everybody. It was a lot, and I hated being called stupid to the point where everybody, if no one's going to listen to me or believe in anything that I have to say, or if the educational system is just going to keep telling me I'm the problem, eventually I became the problem. I was very good at the problem. I spent most of my time in detention. And then by the time I was in high school, everyone was like, well, you're just like your brothers. Whole time we were in white schools being treated like the niggas we were, you know? And it sucked. It really did. There was nobody taking up for us. Like I said, we had no black educators. I can't tell you. I even saw a counselor, admin, nothing that looked like me. And so it was a lot. It sucked. So I actually really hated school, which is ironic. To be back in the place that I hated. But I know what it takes to actually build a good person is from beginning to end, people need somebody. And so since I never had somebody, that's what got me back. But regardless, I know even now what the innards of the education system are. And so if I can combat it, I'll keep doing that.
And when do you say like all of this changed for you? Like because it seems like you're professionally educated, right? When did that change from not liking school to furthering your education and going back into it? When did that shift happen?
College.
Okay.
So I graduated and then I took a year off.
Okay.
And then I went back because it was the conversation of I'm never going to be anything. And I was like, okay, so watch what I can do. And it was family, it was everybody on the outside. I was always, like I said, counted out. It was, people always figured I'd be like my brothers. And so I went to community college. And I got my AA, and then I was like, okay, fuck it, I can do this, because that was the only time people weren't telling me I was wrong. I had a lot of professors that were actually like into my writing, and they were just like gushing about how good of a writer I was and how much they wanted to hear my voice. And so when I realized that education wasn't just about putting me down at that level, I got more into it. And then I got my BA in communications, and then I took life off.
Yeah.
And then I actually recently just got my master's
Congratulations.
in English. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so you do a lot of things because a lot of the people are going to tell you that you can't do it.
Yeah.
And if everyone's going to count me out, I like to count me in.
Yeah.
And then I like to go above and beyond the things.
Yeah.
You know? I didn't know I had ADHD, so there's always that. And so I didn't find that out until college either. Everything changed to when I realized I wasn't just dumb, I just didn't get it. And so those are the extra struggles and the impulsivity that I was dealing with, but no one clocked it until it was too late, you know? And now, you couldn't tell me anything because I realized how good I am, how great I am as a writer. So in white America, you got to do the education.
Right.
So I gave it to them.
Right, you gotta have your papers, right?
Unfortunately, and that's the story all day right now.
Yeah, all right. Well, okay. So you in education. You're a teacher. You teach here in Oakland. So thank you. A couple years ago or a year ago, teachers were going on strike. Different stuff was happening. Also, was an educator in Oakland for a minute. I was at KIP, and I kind of know how the education system goes a little bit. So like. And you were speaking a little bit about like curriculum and you know what they want you to learn versus what you're teaching in class. What is your approach with the students?
With the curriculum, or in general?
Just in general, your approach with the students.
I just live real life. I show them exactly who I am. Yeah. I don't put on the same mask that I wore when I worked in San Francisco or when I worked in LA. Because they don't like it. When I work with black kids, they be like, "You don't talk like us," and I'm like, because I spoke a lot more proper, and stuff like that. I didn't even think was an issue until I realized showing up not as me wasn't benefiting them, and so now I just show them all the TLC and all the warm demander, which is a joke in itself. I'm auntie. I'm going to give you all the love and respect that you deserve, and then some less. Because realistically, the world gonna spit you out and chew you up, and I'm gonna love you to a certain level. And so I really treat them not like home would, because home isn't always best, but I treat them with a level of understanding where I want to get to know them more than I do this piece of paper. I could care less what they write half the time as long as they're writing. Because, like, you know, not everybody's going to get, especially because of COVID. COVID took a lot of our babies out. But everyone's not getting the same education and understanding once they go home. And since I know that, I don't really approach it with that. I just want to know that you're actually thinking and you're putting the effort into it to showcase that you can do this shit. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to teach them how to survive. If they can't read a contract or understand it, then they're lost. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to be put in one. Especially black and brown kids. And so I try to just get them to understand that the world's here to fuck them. Here's how to get unfucked by it. And if every by chance you become a felon, here's what you can do. You know? And because my brothers being felons, I just try to reverse the world for some of these boys. And so I just, like I said, I just treat them all with love. Love is all I do. And that's what brings 90% of them to the table to have a conversation about academics. That's pretty much it. And then I just don't do what they tell me to do. I also change the whole curriculum. I don't teach what the district. Don't post actually, I really don't care because the data shows. I teach everything that I feel like if it looks like them, I'm going to teach it instead of the oppression and shit that they want us to teach. Like A Long Walk to Water is one of the books we're reading about the Sudanese struggle to get water. Why would I teach these black kids that when that's every day? And so I want to teach them about black superheroes, black Greek mythology, black everything. The Black Panthers, right now we're doing Black Panthers and the Harlem Renaissance. I'm going to spin it to make them happy and make them see themselves because they go home and not see what they want to see. You know, they see the shit on TV, TikTok. That's not them. I'm going to show it in the educational realm because that's where they are all day. You know, and if they don't know that there is a happy side to life and that there's actually, we're not just slaves conversations, then they actually, I feel like they learn more and they're more willing to actually learn more. Like right now I'm teaching poetry. Not too many black boys or even Latino boys know poetry, but right now
I used to write. So I used to write under my desk.
that's beautiful.
Because it was my release
Yeah.
from my environment,
That's
from my
what it's
household. I didn't want to share at first, and then eventually I got put into an oratorical fest. It was like this big poetry thing in Oakland. They used to call it MLK, and it happened from his birthday all the way through February.
That's awesome.
So I know how important poetry is.
Yeah. Because you gotta express yourself.
Yeah.
Like you can't get this shit out on paper. You don't bottle it up. Even with a
Exactly.
therapist, like if you don't get this out,
Yeah.
it's not gonna go anywhere. And
Yeah.
also, it can literally rewire everything about you.
Yeah.
The molecular structure is based on art and creation, and
Yeah.
without it, we die.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. I'll argue that one.
Do you because I know when I was in education, I used to bump heads with a lot of like the principals and the directors a lot, because they have this one thing where they always talk about black and Latino boys. We need to stop them from getting suspended. Woo. And I come in the meeting, I'd be like, this has been the same issue since I've been here. Y'all ain't doing nothing about it. Y'all just talking about it.
Yeah.
So what it is? Do you have issues with like some of the staff, or maybe it's not an issue? Maybe it's just like I keep voicing the same thing to these people and they just don't get it.
They don't hear it. It's not that they don't get it; they don't want to get it. That's the whole reality.
Yeah.
I personally ignore everybody around me because they're not the ones dealing with the kids either, and so my wings open. And I take as many of them as I can under my wings and then give them the support that they need and outsource that.
Yeah.
Because the schools themselves, they're not going to focus on it. They're going to say all those words because it sounds good and the data that they need.
The data.
Yeah, it's always about the number.
Right.
You know, but the number actually doesn't fucking matter because the number really matters if they're going to get them to a certain situation. And that's where the real money comes in, but that's not my business. So I ignore all of the above as long as my data says these kids are learning how to read and write and everything in between. We have a situation where, black kids are getting 200% of the referrals. How is that possible? And with 10% of the school being black. So that's a disproportionate number in itself. So how about we stop writing the referrals for the same shit we're not writing the referrals for the non-black kids for?
Right.
But the whole time the black kids are getting treated like shit. So maybe that's why they're coming to class with an attitude. Or maybe that's why half the time they don't want to talk to you or sit by you. Or it's a lot of misunderstanding or just the lack thereof understanding. Because it's not misunderstanding. They don't want to.
They know exactly what's going on.
Right. If you don't actually want to get to know these black boys and black girls and even the Latino ones, they're not going to respect you either. And then that's when they're teaching the warm demand.
Try to colonize the mind of our young people.
Yeah.
And they're looking for different ways to kind of,
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've been all across
the
environments from Inglewood to Hunters Point to back again. It's the same narrative, and the agenda is real, but we're not allowed to talk about it. So we just keep working within it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's all you can do.
It's like, what you gonna do? Your kids need to go to school. We need to send them to school. We have to make a living. We can just. It's funny because sometimes it does bring me back to like slavery. It's like, what can you do? This is the institution. We gotta learn to work up in it. And they say, "Oh, slavery's over."
It's never over.
It's never over.
Oh my god! Not as long as there's a dollar amount attached to it.
Capitalism.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
That's a joke on us though for believing it.
Yeah. All right, let's switch gears just a little bit because I did want to talk about this. I'm in a season of being more reflective about intimacy and intentional about intimacy, and I feel like you're the right person to talk to. In turn, let's start from a man courting or talking to a woman. What do women, in your opinion, find as intimate, stimulating intimacy?
In the beginning?
Yeah, let's just say the beginning. Yeah, and then we can go for like long term.
Conversation.
Intimate. Okay.
You don't have to touch all over me to be intimate.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, you guys bypass the listening. and go straight to let me touch you.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you, but I also want you to hear everything I'm saying because that's actually how you can get intimate with me is knowing me.
Right.
So without that, the beginning kind of just dissolves a little bit.
Right. So like active listening, and things like that.
Usually that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's actively listening.
And actually following through on it.
And following through, he's doing what he said he's gonna do. Now y'all in a relationship, right? Y'all in a relationship for 3 months. And it ain't the honeymoon phase no more.
It should still be, but okay.
It should be. But these days everything moves
too fast.
Moves very fast,
okay.
right? How as a man, because I'm looking reflective in myself with the past relationships that I've been in. How do we continue to create that space of intimacy, like true intimacy, with you all? Hold on real quick. my Groupon experience.
Welcome back.
Yeah, y'all know about Groupon, man.
I actually don't.
You know?
I never utilize it, and I keep hearing it. Because, like, it seems confusing. I feel like every time I click on something, I gotta click on something else.
For real?
And by then I'm done.
Yeah.
That's too many clicks.
I say, like, 20% of the time they got good deals.
Oh, well, shit.
Like, drinks. Like, if you want to go out, let's just say if you want to go out for drinks or something, and, like at a wine tasting thing, good for that.
No idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah, look into it.
I just like wasting money, apparently.
Oh, shit. That's another season I'm not in, is wasting money. Fuck it. Y'all making it way too hard so we can get these promissory notes, man.
I'm with it.
You know what I mean? My money is tight, you know what I mean? Until it's not.
Especially kids.
Yeah.
I'm be poor forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
They probably gonna be in my pockets forever. Hopefully.
Oh my God. Especially, you have a daughter?
I do.
You're gonna be broke.
But that's the thing. My daughter, she's only 3.
She's 5.
She's 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
It's coming.
It's coming. Because she don't ask for nothing but cookies.
It's coming.
That's all she asks for.
Just wait till it's toys. So I saw this on TV. What TV?
You better close your damn eyes.
I mean, so I saw this on TV. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're gonna go broke. It's adorable.
But I want to do it for them because it wasn't done for me, right? And so it's kind of like there's a fine line between like, oh, if you want to go to cheer, if you want to play football, if you want to do karate, I'm definitely gonna figure out a way.
Yeah, if they want to do it.
Yeah, if they want to do it or want to experience. Yeah, you know what I mean. But if it's just like frivolous shit, you ain't about to get that.
No, and see that. Okay, look, don't shut it.
Say it, no,
how many Barbies she has right now? Like, I can't.
It's crazy.
It's just because you're so cute. But I don't know. It's really hard to say no, mainly because I didn't have it. Yeah. And then also, even though we didn't have it, my mom still tried to make a way.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I just catch me too. Yeah. But it's okay. I'm gonna be broke regardless. I'm gonna be broke for kids. 2.
2. Me too.
Yeah, I have a 5 and a 2-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a little baby. Oh, she be in the shit.
Like, so how old are yours?
No, you got two girls?
No, a boy and a girl.
Boy and a girl. So your boy is 2 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He on one.
He's a little butthead.
Yeah.
My son didn't do nothing. Heartbreak aware. No, ma'am. Get your daughter.
Accountability. Accountability.
You should teach your daughter how not to do whatever she did. I'm gonna be that mom, but I hate it. I know it. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be literally everything. Cause my son is so sweet.
My daughter got the manipulative tears.
Wait till the words match.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, what did I do? What did I do to hurt you?
She can really make you feel bad.
It's bad, actually. Yeah. And then she'll tell me about myself, and I'm like, why do you know that? She's like, I saw you do it. Okay. Cool. Like yesterday, she told me, Mom, why are you talking about Daddy to your friend? I was like, what'd you hear?
In the sauce.
She was like, you're not supposed to tell people because he got in an accident. And so I was telling my friend about the accident, but she was like, no, you're not supposed to tell Daddy's business. And I'm like, that's my husband. So, but that's my daddy.
She wanted to try to check you.
Yeah, she did it. And I was like, I can't even argue with you, right? Yeah. I am not telling his business. Yeah. Like, it's not mine. Okay. I made both of you. And that's so fine. Smart. It's ridiculous. You gotta stop. Like, hey, it's fine. But continue, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, that was a good conversation though.
I love my
Kids,
cookies. I do.
I love my kids. We love our kids.
Same.
So we was talking about intimacy.
Yes,
and let's
sir.
talk about like, especially like what women look for in relationships. And I bring this conversation up again. I'm just laying the cards out there and seeing like intimacy wise where I fell off, and just talking to a woman like yourself that I respect your opinion. After some time, how do we still stimulate that intimacy after y'all done had sex hella times, y'all done went on all these damn dates, y'all done,
Yeah.
like what does that look like? Or
Those things don't matter. Those, like, even if someone's asking for it, at the end of the day, it depends on if you're with someone shallow. So you have to stop with that. Like, if you're with somebody that's into just that, then that's what you get. Some people are into that. But someone usually that has a little bit more heart is still looking for the conversation. Is he listening to the things that I'm telling him? Does he actually want to show up and see me change? Is he doing the things that I'm asking him not to do? And is there still desire? What happens, I think, is that desire dies because you had sex a bunch of times. And so the conversation isn't so much, does he want me? It's how does he want me? And it starts just becoming the transactional relationship. Like, okay, now what is he doing for me? What is she doing for me? Nothing goes past that, really. Like you said, the honeymoon phase is usually dead by then. It shouldn't be. But it is, because everyone's the transaction. What are they doing for me instead of what am I feeling for them, or what are they feeling for me?
I believe women, some women, I ain't gonna say all, innately are able to lean on their emotions, and intimacy doesn't just look like sex for y'all.
That's cute.
Right.
We can fuck it.
Right, because we gotta stimulate your mind, right?
Yeah.
And like men, I believe we were sold something, because we're have outer appendages, so sometimes our outer desires get more, our sacral urges get more.
You're more visual, supposedly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But after we have sex, and I'm speaking for myself, I can't speak for all men. There's still a void of intimacy there.
And avoidance of it.
Sometimes an avoidance. And I think sometimes that comes from just not knowing, because we were told that if she likes you, if this person cares for you, she will give her body to you.
Yeah.
So.
And then what?
Exactly.
What do you want after that?
Look, I want somebody that believes in me.
Right.
That supports me. That listens. That's a person that's gonna support the vision. I believe that's very intimate. Somebody that's, if I say I'm on my, self-care, mental health journey or whatever.
They're right there with it. Respecting that.
Say, hey, look, we gonna eat a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure you wake up and, I want a partner. I don't want somebody just to tag along. Right.
And makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't actually help. It's cute that you're rooting me on, but if you're not joining me in the actual journey, then I'm by myself.
Yeah.
And that's with everything. But I actually honestly get that, and I think that's also why both sides die off. Is because this man should already be where he should be, so I don't have to believe in him anymore. He should already have this shit figured out before I got here. And if it's like,
that's big though.
But that's the truth
big these days.
But that's a sad truth. Then that's why you still have to.
Like the women want a big dog out the gate,
and that's bullshit.
But they want a big dog to bark and at other people, spend that money, and then they get mad when he's not emotionally available.
You can't be both if you're not taught to be both, for one. But also, the problem is that men stop doing the work too, because they're only fitting one role. The machismo role, the macho man, the protector doesn't have emotions. But that's because you were taught not to cry. You were taught not to feel. That's feminine. That's this. That doesn't look right for you to actually be in your emotions, or people are quick to call you gay if you are, or wonder why are you like this. Oh, he must be on the DL if he's crying too. But in reality, you know how mad we get when you don't cry? Like, if I'm walking down the aisle and you're not crying because you're emotionally avoidant, I'm about to get really mad and hit you. So then now there goes the whole wedding, and now everybody's upset. But no, you didn't do your job.
She said, if you ain't crying, I'm going the other way.
But yeah, or if I start crying and you're just blinking at me, like, I need you to feel with me. Even if we're just having a conversation about a puppy. I need to know that you have some sort of emotions in there, because when we have kids, I need you to be able to regurgitate that when you're talking to my son or my daughter about their feelings one day. Because then you'll negate their feelings because, oh, well, I didn't get to have feelings when I was young. I didn't get to cry when I was a little boy. So neither do you. No. That's where we start breaking the generational curses of the bullshit we were taught. These rules were taught by who? And why are we still upholding this bullshit ass lie that men can't and that women can, and vice versa? Just like we're arguing for equality with like rights and working. Why are we not arguing for emotional equality?
Come on.
Like, how are you supposed to get better as a man for me if I'm telling you to be strong and only strong? I need somebody that's gonna be weak in the right moments. Like, now, if there's a burglar at the door, one of us needs to man up, sir, and it's gonna be you.
So if it was, would you feel some type of way, like if your man, it was a burglar at the door, and you went and got the blicky instead of, and he didn't get the blicky.
I already moved him out the way. Wait, sir, move.
Would you throw that in his face? Okay.
But that's me.
Okay.
And that's the thing too. That's also.
I'll be bragging. Hey, bro, she didn't.
Did you see what she did?
Hey, it was already loaded. It was one up top.
And see, for me personally, that's the relationship I want. I want the man that's like, this bitch went and got it for us, because I already went and got the gun myself. I purchased it. It has a bow on it. It's mine. I want to use it. And so I would like that 50-50 in every realm. I don't think only the man should be tough. And I don't think only the woman should be the emotional laborer. Because then when we're having conversations, you don't want to hear it. You already shut down. And I'm over here trying to explain to you how I feel. And you're like, what are feelings? What is that? What is that you're expressing to me? Because you never learned it.
What if the woman is emotionally voided?
Oh, there's a few.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I know.
They're angry. Like, a lot of them are actually angry because they haven't figured that shit out either. Hormonally, it's hard to not even be emotional as a woman. Even if we didn't want to be, that's just how we are. But if you've bottled that up so fucking well, it's volatile. And that's a different person you're dating. Most of those don't go well.
If someone, your partner or whatever, comes to you and tells you something very deep, maybe kind of dark that happened to them in their past, there's no right way to respond. But would you appreciate that person for doing that, or would you hold it against them?
I would hold it against them if I never knew.
More
than I would them telling me.
Or if you found out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if you couldn't come to me and actually tell me something that's dark, and depraved or whatever happened, because I have a lot of secrets, and they're not pretty. And if I can't have a conversation with the man that I'm with about these ugly truths, and vice versa, we don't need to be together. Because one day when they come out, it's gonna be, why the fuck you didn't tell me that? Because that could have actually set into motion a conversation about healing, or you not bottling some dark, crazy shit up, looking at me every day like, damn, if she only knew. But if I knew we might actually grow better, then you hiding it. And also, man, what's the point of keeping secrets if you love somebody?
That's a fact.
In the beginning, no. You might want to keep it to yourself. But as time goes on and you see somebody as somebody you actually want to be with, because also there goes intimacy right there too.
Exactly.
You can't be intimate with someone. It's not. Okay, so intimacy for me, let's just backtrack all the way.
Let's go.
Intimacy for me isn't just about fucking and touching, kissing on somebody, grabbing my ass when I walk by. That's cute. I love all that. But the intimacy is the conversation, the truth, the secrets, the confessions in the dark. That pillow talk shit that you're not supposed to do with everybody. All of that is what makes the intimacy, so that when you're holding me, it feels real. When you're crying and I do go to hold you, you want that feeling, because otherwise you're like, get off me. I'm like, this doesn't feel right, because we haven't broke down that wall of I can trust you with this.
Yeah.
And so that's also why stuff doesn't ever come out until it's too late, or it comes out in an argument. Oh, that's why something happened to me then.
I was
it's
just
like,
gonna ask that.
it's like, why you didn't tell me this
Yeah.
shit? You know, and then it's like, well, because I didn't know you were gonna take it, but now I was angry and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
You know, now I got a wall up. Now I'm pissed off. Now we're in the middle of something we shouldn't be, and now you confessed into me. That's not how it works. Confessions should come in a safe space.
Yeah.
And most of the time, they don't. And they happen in hostile environments. And so, again, now we didn't chip away at intimacy again, because now you met. Now you
How
told
do
me
we
something
create that safe
ugly.
space?
Oh my God. We got to hold each other.
Hold each other
right off the bat.
physically, or,
Yeah.
or just
Hold each other
Okay.
physically and emotionally. Like, if I could hold your thoughts in your heart in my hand the same I could hold your body,
yeah,
wouldn't that feel good?
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
It would feel much better than someone that's like, I gotta wait to see if she's gonna be okay.
yeah.
Like, if you were molested, let's just say that
Mhm.
as a man and never came out and said it,
Yeah.
there's always gonna be something in you that just ticks different. And as a woman, not a little girl, but as a woman, because these are two different people, I'm gonna hold you differently when you do feel the safety to tell me that.
Yeah.
Versus, ooh, you might be gay. You know, like that's the little girl's response. Versus, let me sit with you and let you know, hey, this isn't your fault for one. And a lot of black men have this story.
Yeah.
And that's why we have a lot of issues too. And that's
Yeah.
a different conversation. But it's like, if I can actually sit with you and hold that mental fucking like crutch that you've had and not judge you,
Yeah.
you would feel different about me too.
You know what stops, and I can only speak for black men, a lot of black men from going there, is because they feel like it's, and black women too, they feel like it's going to come up again. You told her it's supposedly a safe place, and then, you know, it may come up with their friends on the phone.
Yeah.
It may come up,
Okay, that's true.
all right. Oh, you know what the nigga Jeff
Girl, let me
told
tell
me?
you what this is. Like, we've all been victim of it, but
Yeah.
that's also a little girl conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
most women, as far as I'm concerned, that's not really the conversations that we're having. I'm not gonna tell my friend about my husband's like accident that he just had.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell my friend about my husband being molested at 4.
Yeah.
That's none of that bitch's business. Now if I'm like, what would you do, girl, if you found out? Like,
Yeah.
even then, I think sometimes we cross that line, and then
Yeah.
that'll fuck up intimacy when he finds out. Like, wait,
Yeah.
you're telling my secrets. But we cross that line looking for answers, and sometimes we're asking the wrong people.
Yeah.
But also, why am I talking to her about you?
And not you. And you didn't have, let's just say if you was a man and you told all of that and you just said, and she didn't say nothing.
It's really as you walk
She
off,
was just
go
like,
tell
gave you a
someone else.
blank stare, and
Oh.
kind of like, and then it might come up in an argument or come up in another conversation with somebody else.
But that's also because she
Kinda
probably
feels
never
like
learned how to
betrayal.
talk about her feelings either.
Yeah.
So she might be fucking doing that just because she doesn't know. She can't process it. And the only way she processes is because she learned to watch her mama gossip about processing feelings and so on and so forth. And that's a generational thing too that trickles down. And so she's never seen anyone actually sit with their feelings and process and have a conversation with someone.
Right.
She just sees people talk about people, and vice versa for the man.
Yeah.
And he's used to hearing people being talked about.
Yeah.
And so imagine growing up as a child like that.
Yeah.
And then you don't have a choice but to do it too because you process emotions out loud because of what you've been taught.
Yeah.
Now, when someone comes and tells you something confessional, same thing's gonna keep happening until you learn how to sit with emotions.
Yeah.
Most of the time, though, in the black community, we don't get that.
We don't.
Get processing time. We
No,
get, let me
it's
figure it
just
out right now.
Reaction.
And that's a problem
Or a duty. Jump right into it.
in every realm.
Yeah.
Not just survival, it's in love too.
Yeah.
Let me hear it and get to the solution of why this man.
And that's a problem for me.
Yeah,
I think
I believe it.
it's a problem for me because I'm more of an initiator. And when I hear something, especially to somebody I love, I want to do something about it.
That fix it.
I'm already a problem solver, and I feel like that's just who I am, not the role I gotta take. That's who I am. But some people really want you to sit down and just hold space for them.
Some people don't know how to ask either.
Yeah.
But that's a conversation we have to have as a whole and as a community. And I think we are more and more understanding.
Yeah.
Some people just want to be helped.
Some people just want to be.
Sometimes there's not even words
Yeah.
to explain that I'm here for you. And
Yeah.
the easiest way to just do that is to hold it, but not go talk about it later with someone else that's
Right.
not the person. Especially if you opened your actual heart to tell me, hey babe, this happened. This is where now, okay, I
Yeah.
should be able to be like, shit, like, okay, he actually talked to me.
Yeah.
Now let me listen. And now that I'm done listening, if he wants me to speak, I will. And if not, if all he wanted me to do was listen, that's what I'm going to do right now. But eventually we're going to talk about this.
What if he told you?
I'm done.
What if he told you
No.
that he had thoughts of another woman?
What
But
way?
In kind of a sexual way, but they didn't cross the line. They didn't do anything like that.
Okay.
Some women would be infuriated.
That's insecurity, though.
Mm,
He didn't tell me he fucked her.
mm,
He didn't tell me he talked to her.
yeah,
He didn't tell me he touched her. You can even
Yeah.
talk to her. That has nothing to do with me. I mean, it does, but it doesn't.
yeah,
It's what you did outside of everything else you just told me.
yeah.
Okay, so now what?
Mm,
You thought about her? Okay, cute. Now are you texting? Tell you
Yeah.
sending pics? What else are you doing?
Yeah.
Sometimes we leave that part out, but that comes from another level.
yeah,
Some of us have been cheated on. Some of us have
Yeah.
dealt with
yeah.
things that have made us insecure. Also, social media.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
have you insecure?
Oh my God.
He gotta be cheating. He gotta be doing that.
Everybody,
You know, or he
from
gotta
the
be
man
gay
to the
because
woman
he's
to
too
the
clean.
kid. Yeah,
Everything's the social has
Yeah.
fucked us up.
Yeah.
But if someone is secure in themselves, man and woman, I don't actually give a fuck if you're thinking about a woman because they're everywhere. They're
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me.
Come on,
Now
man.
what? You like what you want me to do
All right,
with that?
all right, yeah. All right.
Now you tell me you fucked her. We have a whole conversation to have.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But what does that do? Would that make you mad to hear that I was thinking about another man?
It wouldn't make me mad,
Mm-hmm.
just because of person. I'm not jealous,
Okay.
and I understand people. There's a bunch of people that's attractive.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is like, what next? What are you
gonna do with those thoughts?
Are you gonna react on that,
Yeah.
or like what are you?
Do you
do?
only think about her?
Yeah. Do you only think about it? Is it? And admittedly, I might say, is it something that I'm doing that I'm not?
That should be the next question.
Is it something that I'm not doing and showing up
Mm-hmm.
that this person has consumed a spot in your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it is, okay, let me
Let me
get
figure it out.
my shit together
Then say
if
that.
I can.
Say that though.
Yeah.
Because if you're telling me you're thinking about another woman because there's something I'm not doing,
Yeah.
finish the sentence.
Mhm.
Most people don't finish that sentence.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh yeah, I've just been thinking about this nigga lady. Okay, now what?
But
Why?
that's where it get deeper
Mhm.
because you have to ask yourself like, what is this person not doing in your eyes?
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's a hard
If you keep
conversation. Yeah.
That's when you start asking that question. If you're gonna keep looking, ask yourself, why am I looking out?
Yeah.
Why am I searching for something? Because if it's a one-time situation, that's what you might have seen the
Yeah.
baddest bitch you've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's okay. That happens
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But if it's every day, all day, your thoughts, your fantasies, you're outsourcing
It
from
might be
someone
an
else.
addiction.
That's different though. That's
Yeah.
not just a thought. You're not gonna tell me.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna tell me, hey babe, I'm thinking about a woman.
Yeah.
No, that's you.
And it brings back up the whole thing of intimacy and how men view intimacy, right? That woman might smile at him every day he goes to work.
That is intimacy.
She might give him pleasant conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's thinking, oh man, I might have a chance, blah, 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 blah. I ain't had none for my wife in 3 months or whatever.
But why is it not happening with his wife? Why is she not smiling anymore? Why is she not talking anymore?
Reflection.
What is he doing? Is he saying hi? Is he smiling? Because
Yeah.
what is he doing to the other lady to get her to smile at him every day?
What if she's just doing it?
Mm-mm. We ain't never just doing it.
You never smiled at a brother
Mhm.
every day and he not doing nothing to you. You might just see
Nope.
him on his route or something. You never smiled at a brother?
Yes, but we smiled back. He probably smiled first too. And 9 times out of 10, it's just not a random dude. It's somebody that I see every day. But I was not making that choice.
So you don't give inviting looks to people that you don't know. That may give a good energy.
Yes, but that's the only one invite.
Okay.
That's the one time. But if
Okay.
it's someone I see every day, how many invites am I going to extend before you ask for an invitation?
All right.
Like, because if you, as a man, you'll be like,
Yeah.
she knows she wants this. Like, she say hi to me every day. She's smiling at me every day. Like you just said, sometimes something else is happening.
Man,
at
we
home.
easy.
I know.
We are so easy. It takes nothing to get us.
But those two things you just named, a smile and conversation.
Yeah, a smile and conversation.
Because you're not getting that at home. But is that all you're not getting at home? If it's all about sex, do you care about intimacy at all?
I think we get it misconstrued. Again, like going back to like how we was told, if a woman gives you her body, she adores you and she likes you. Mm-hmm. That's a partial of the truth. Mm-hmm. But if a woman gives you her heart, she gives you her soul. Yeah. That's more. Yeah. So you have to ask yourself, if that woman giving you that, what is more do you need for yourself? Do you need conversation about how your day was? How is your goals going? Mm-hmm. Do you feel adequate at this point in your life? Is this something that you need to do? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you need to change gears and shit like that? Right. And is this gonna be somebody that's gonna rock with you while you change those gears? You know what I mean? Like, those are stuff that I think us as brothers, we don't ask ourselves. Mm-mm. And then we just go, again, pounce on something else.
Because you're not getting those simple things.
And that don't work. Yeah. Because you can't even treat this woman right because...
You're doing the same thing you were just doing.
Cycling it.
Because you're always chasing novelty. Mm. You guys like the things that are shiny and bright and that feel good and are new and they smell good. And they do the new thing. And then once the new shit wears off, it's like, okay, now what? What can she do? That's it. The transaction. I actually just had this whole conversation about, do men even really like women? Because some of you do. Some of you are very transactional about it. And if it wasn't for the transaction, the sex, you wouldn't even be with women.
I think we learned to be that way.
Yeah. So how do you stop?
I think like innately we're not that way.
I feel y'all like to be held.
Yeah.
And babied and loved on and kissed on. And that's why I don't get when most of the time you guys show up as these macho people when half the time you don't want to go to the door when the burglar get here either. Yeah. So can we just like Rochambeau and like have a good time? Fuck it, it's me this time, babe. I got it. But like if more people had that conversation of, I don't want to always be strong. Yeah. And I don't want to always be the weak one. I want you to look at me and see strength. And I want to look at you and see softness. Mm-hmm. Like, I actually want you to...
Do y'all really want to see softness?
Yes.
Okay.
A woman does.
A woman does?
Yes.
Okay.
When I was younger, I was like, let me get the biggest muscle.
Like, I want that hood nigga.
What's scary?
He care about me because, girl,
that's it.
He called me a B 3 times in one sentence.
Right, I'll be his hoe.
Right.
That was fine. That conversation was fine. Yeah. But now that I'm older, don't call me a bitch. What you
what
you call me? Like, even a sexy bitch. I don't want none of that. Like, I'm a sexy woman. You know, like all of a sudden I'm a kitty cat. I'm no longer a lion. Like I want the soft life. And that comes with a soft man. Because like, why I always want you to be tough and on alert? So how does that work?
So y'all not about to talk shit about us?
That's the people y'all shouldn't be with.
Okay.
Like, yeah, they're talking. They sure the fuck are. But those are also the women that us women don't talk to about period in our relationship. We're like, okay, we don't have anything in common because she'll also be the chick to tell you to cheat. And be like, oh, he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. Go get a new nigga. Because she's not used to a soft man either. And so if all of us are used to these macho men that are going to curse you out and choke you and disrespect you.
You can't be hard all the time.
No, because your cortisol is too high for one. Yeah. Now you have stress and heart problems. Now I gotta deal with you dying early. Now I'm stuck with these fucking kids. You couldn't calm down.
You better bring your ass back home.
Like you better be soft for like 4 minutes.
Raise these kids by myself.
Like I just need you to fucking stop and come back. Because also that's bad translation in the streets. Yeah. You know, and so we have to live with so much already. Can you just come home and hug me? Yeah. That's it. Like, and then, because it's really, do men want intimacy the way you say you do? Because then when you go cheat on us, you go for a softer bitch. Or, wrong word. But you go for a softer woman that's going to do all the fucking things that you didn't let me do. You didn't let
for
me
right now, brothers.
For 4 seconds.
From a man that has been through that, the whole cheating and X, Y, and Z. It's only for a short moment. Mm-hmm. You know, she's never gonna be until you get yourself inwardly right. Right? She's never gonna be what you want her to be. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be what you want to be, and that will reflect in the whole relationship. So, you know, In the beginning, you might be getting plenty of sex, you might be getting plates, you might be getting X, Y, and D, everything you want to do, maybe a peace of mind. But in the end, brother, it's if you're not doing, if you sitting there taking and taking and taking, and you're not replenishing it, you're gonna have the same problems that you started off with.
Well, because you're gonna keep dating the same woman.
Yeah.
Regardless, because the novelty.
Yeah.
She's going for everything. She's on her knees for me.
Yeah.
She sucks and fucks on the command.
Yeah.
She's gonna stop too.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna be missing that conversation, the intimacy, that he's not holding me. Like, at the end of the day, I personally think that because without desire, everything dies. And if you don't actually desire me, and that is, that goes with the desire to change, the desire to evolve, the desire to be better, the desire to be a better man, the desire to know me, the desire to change with me and watch what I do so that I can be led by you. It's missing. It's a lot of it missing, because now men are asking women to lead them, and we do enough. We do all of the a good one will do all of the above for you, but all you have to do is show up and listen and actually hear us. And like, if we tell you I'm not feeling good, that doesn't get erased to, okay, well, dinner still needs to be made. No, babe, I need you to hear that something's happening in my life right now, and I'm not okay. But instead, y'all like, you haven't fucked me in 2 weeks, what's up? Maybe something's wrong.
And I would love that conversation. And I wouldn't say I wouldn't. I love it, but I'll be there, open to it, because what you're telling me is something that I knew was wrong, because we are connected in a certain type of way. Now I want to know what's behind that. I want to know what's behind the lack of intimacy. If we're just living two separate lives under the same roof, and we never come to it, and one person's always coming to, hey, let's sit down, let's try to work this out, and have those vulnerable conversations, and it never gets anywhere. What are we really doing? We don't know each other like that.
Not at all. So then you can't ask for intimacy or expect it to not be missing 6 months, a year, 2 years from now. Because that happens in relationships too. That whole married thing, she stopped fucking me. Something died in her. Men cheat for the novelty, women cheat for the emotional of what's missing. You want to be fucked more and being catered to, well, I just want to be listened to and held physically. And like, sometimes I don't want to fuck, I want to make love. If that's not happening either, if all we're doing is back shots, where's the intimacy in that? Like, you're not even holding me in bed while we're fucking. Like, that's out the window. Well, I could fuck anybody. So why can't you slow it down? Not even in the bedroom, not on the streets, not when you're talking to me, not when you're supposed to be listening, you're still looking at your phone. And then you turn around and ask me for intimacy, and I stop giving it, and then you turn around and cheat. Y'all get to that cheat fast. And then turn around and tell that other bitch, she doesn't touch me no more. She doesn't look at me no more. She doesn't appreciate me. I don't feel wanted. How do you fix your face to do that? But then haven't actually looked at the woman that you claim to love and say, like you said, reflect. What am I not doing anymore for her? Instead, it's what we're not doing for you. She stopped sucking my dick. Why? That involves intimacy too. Like, I don't know about a lot of people, but that involves intimacy for me to surrender that part of me to put that part of you in me, and I don't even feel it no more. Like, I don't even like you no more. Why would I want to do that with you? And then you wonder why we're not fucking y'all. Because there's a whole big part missing, and that's the love. That's the affection. That's the big D desire. Like, we talk about wanting big D, and it's really just we want to be desired. We want to be looked at the way you're looking at her.
Y'all hear that? Big D ain't what y'all think it is. It means they want to be desired. That's what it means. I feel that.
It does. Don't you?
Yes.
Don't you want a woman to look at you like that?
I really feel like some men, because we go, like, we don't get a lot of attention throughout the day. I feel like some men want to be desired more, and it's not a bad thing.
No, it's not, and you should be.
Yeah, and we want to feel desired too. And we have to, what's the word say? show who we wanted. As above, so
Legit.
below. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think so. Because most of the men that I do talk to, when they say what's missing, it is all of that. It is that she doesn't look at me the same way.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, there's something that has happened. The arguments that keep happening.
Yeah.
You don't always look like the same man you were that we fell in love with. It is vice versa. That works for you too. The problem is we don't ever get back to it.
Yeah.
Because once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
And we stop fixing the problem.
Yeah.
And we just keep going and taking away at it. You start looking at somebody else. She starts talking to somebody else. 2 different reasons.
Yeah.
And we go our separate ways emotionally and physically.
Damn.
And it's really hard. You can't even come back from that, really.
You can't.
No relationship, I feel like, survives cheating or intimacy once it dies. That's it. It's like, how do you revive that? Because that involves having conversations and being close, telling secrets and truth. That if you couldn't hold that truth in 10 years from now, you're not going to hold it.